Here is a Simcha Dov update for those of you that have been following along, and for those of you that haven't, to catch up as well. It's the way it was when we started, just a quick video letting you know what's going on, and then I'll also share with you a video that I recorded while in the hospital that hopefully will give you a little bit of a inspiration. But we went into the hospital, Motzei Shabbos, right before Erev Yom Tov. Simcha Dov was not doing well. His stats were going down a little bit, and we were beginning to see some blood in his sputum. In the end, the CT showed that he does have a pneumonia. The cultures have not yet come back, so they have not yet identified exactly which form of pneumonia he is, but Baruch Hashem, he is beginning to respond already to the antibiotics. They do think that it will be a 10 days or more course that will be required, but Baruch Hashem, we have a doctor here who is motivated to help us and wants to help make sure that we can get home as soon as possible. We'll help give the IV antibiotics here at home. So it's possible that we will be home shortly, which will be gewaldig, and Simcha Dov will just continue the course of antibiotics here at home. So that's for the most part what I know as of right now, and I hope to share with you good news in the near future of hopefully us being able to come home and have Simcha in our Sukkah. Once again, as we are now starting our second year in Eretz Yisrael, we find ourselves once again in the hospital for our second Sukkos. And we have much to be grateful for, because Baruch Hashem, Simcha Dov appears to be responding well to the antibiotics, and the doctors are hopeful that we'll be able to go home soon. But I will admit to you that when we first came to the hospital, I was a bit sad. We had planned a big Yom Tov. Our boys were going to be coming with their families, and we were all going to be able to spend it with Simcha Dov and have a new Yom Tov, a Sukkos that we will be able to celebrate at home. And when we came to the hospital, everybody had to make different plans, and we ended up being by ourselves. And that was a bit sad. But then I had the following thought. What is the purpose of Sukkos? Sukkos is we're supposed to leave our homes and enter into the Sukkah. The Sukkah represents the Anonei HaKavod, which was the kanfei, where we were supposed to put ourselves tachas kanfei Ashchina, and realize that Hashem runs the show, and Hashem is in control, and Hashem is the one who makes the decisions. And from that comes the tremendous simcha of Zman Simcha Seinu of Sukkos. But the truth is that many of us, while we're home, control our environments. We control the times that we eat, what we eat, what our sukkahs look like, the decorations in our sukkah, where we daven, all the things that often become very important to us. But when you're in a sukkah in a hospital, you give up all of that. There's no control. Somebody else is deciding when the meals are, when the tefillos are, who's davening, what's being served, when it's being served. All you can do is follow along. And in a certain sense, there's an extra simcha that comes from that, because we recognize that we're not in control, and we're indeed in the sukkah of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So I wish you all a Chag Kosher v'Sameach, and we may all be zoicha to tap in a little bit more this year into that feeling of Hashem running the show, and we go into the sukkah, we are entering His embrace, and we're able to feel that extra simcha that comes about from surrendering and allowing Hashem to be the one who calls the shots and places us where we need to be, when we need to be, and with whom we need to be. But let's face it, there's still nothing like being home with your family and being able to enjoy, truly have Simchas Yom Tov in your sukkah, in your family. So the bracha is that we should all be able to have both. We should be able to be zoicha, to feel Hashem as if we're in someone else's sukkah, whilst being surrounded by our family and loved ones with good food and good joy and a true Zman Simcha Seinu.